Hello, and what's going on, everybody? My name is PlatinumRhythm, and I am joined by Roshitsu Rises.
Howdy ho.
Brawlfan1.
Insert witty dialogue here.
And Supersonic 407.
Hello.
You may also know us as the Spiffy Needle Geeks over on our Spiffy Needle Geeks channel, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different for this channel. We are going to be going through... This is going to be a bit of a gameplay and / discussion video, us talking about the upcoming new game Final Fantasy 15, and we're going to be playing through the demo, the Platinum demo, just to show you guys the gameplay that they revealed so far for the game, and as well as us giving our thoughts as to what we can expect for Final Fantasy 15 coming up in a few months.
Okay, I'll try to contribute as much intel on this as I can. Although I think out of the four of us here, I have not kept up with Final Fantasy like hardly ever.
Yeah, like I just recently watched the Uncovered live stream of Final Fantasy 15 where they pretty much talked about everything that they changed and everything that's going to be going through development before the game actually comes out.
Oh yeah, well Final Fantasy 15 has a very complicated development history. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of issues that came up during development with this thing.
Like what? It's been over a decade at this point?
Well, I guess to give you context for people who don't know, Final Fantasy 15 was originally known as Final Fantasy 13 Versus. So it was part of this project that is known as, I think it's called Fabula Nova Crystallis. Those games include Final Fantasy 13's 1 through 3, versus Agido, I think is what it's called in Japan, and then we had Versus. Funny thing, though, is that out of the entire series, Versus, at least over here in the West, Versus was the one that people were actually the most excited for. But for whatever reason, I don't remember what the reason was exactly. But for whatever reason, the development team, and mind you, this is Tetsuya Nomura, who is in charge of the development team, you know, the guy that's behind Kingdom Hearts. So, hey, you're wondering why Kingdom Hearts 3's taken so damn long. You pretty much have this game to blame for it. But
yeah, it's like funny you say that, because like below the game, it says like main character design is actually Tetsuya Nomura.
Yeah, so. He and his team developed this game. And at some point, they decided, even when they were nearly complete and like ready for playtesting and everything, and they decided, no, we don't really like this. So they scrapped the entire project and started it over, which just pushed it back for years and years and years. And at some point, they decided we're going to rebrand this as Final Fantasy 15. So,
yeah.
See.
So
talk about the ultimate redo button.
Yeah, really.
Pretty much.
Reset.
I mean, this is, and it's like, you know, because that's the thing, and honestly, like, with me, I know I've stated this on Spiffy Needle Geeks in the past and everything, like, what's got me concerned, at least with 15, from one, the development history. It's taken them so goddamn long to make this game that it's like, it's just one of those things that kind of worries me, is like, you know, you built so much time and so much hype, and, you know, it's, you know, I kind of fear it might just be a massive disappointment. But another thing is, even though it's been rebranded as 15, it's still part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis, which I don't care for. But, you know, hey, you know, maybe this demo will surprise me.
Yeah, like, I guess in case anyone out there is wondering, there was another demo of Final Fantasy 15 that was labeled Episode Disque, and if anyone's wondering why I'm not covering that as opposed to covering the Platinum demo, two reasons actually. One, the only way that you could play the Episode Disque demo of Final Fantasy 15 was if you purchased either the PS4 version or the Xbox One version of Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. And honestly, as excited as I am as of right now at this recording for Final Fantasy 15, I did not see the need to pay money for a Final Fantasy game that didn't interest me just to play the demo itself. Not only that, but Episode Disque in the time of that development was in heavy beta, and the Platinum demo that we're playing today is actually the more refined version of what we can expect to see in Final Fantasy 15, despite it being shorter, and you guys will see what we're talking about right now as we dive in.
Alright.
Great!
Alright.
You better give us a damn show.
Platinum Demo Final Fantasy 15. Join young Noctis in his magical guide as you explore the fantastical world of his dreams. A sneak peek of the excitement to come in Final Fantasy 15.
Wait, we're playing Knights?
No.
Huh? What is this place? Huh? Oh. Cha?
Okay, so is this like a redesigned Google or something?
No, actually, I think he'll give out his name just a little bit. So.
Well, we're not going to hear it, so you're going to tell us.
Whoa!
Y'all can read.
Kind of blurry, though.
Oh, I gotta post this on my Twitter.
Yeah.
I
Bear in
just
mind.
found the most adorable creature ever.
Well, bear in mind, guys. Brandon is screen sharing this on Skype, so forgive us if we're asking about what the dialogue is saying because we kind of can't read it because screen crunch.
Yeah, I wish I could make it bigger. I'm sorry.
No, there's
Anyway,
not.
I guess I'll go ahead and say it now. I guess I'll go ahead and say it now.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, well, anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and say this now. That little guy who's our guide, that's Carbuncle.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Carbuncle?
Who's Carbuncle?
Carbuncle is a common summon in the Final Fantasy series. Usually, like, the most common thing, like, you see when you use Carbuncle, it'll usually cast, like, Reflect, or maybe it'll cast, like, a barrier spells or something. It's a very defensive summon. And it is adorable as fuck. I mean, it's like...
It is.
Yeah, fluffy Pikachu.
Wow, Danny, some Final Fantasy fan you are didn't recognize Carbuncle. God.
Shut up, BJ. Anyway, real quick, I want to talk about this real quick. I'm not sure if this is exclusive to the demo, but this is something that's you kind of want to pay attention to in this demo. Bronze plates. Triggering these will activate certain stuff that goes on around the world of Noctis' dreams. As such, something stirs in the dreamscape.
Okay. What the fuck?
Shadow of the Colossus. Wait.
That's actually Titan.
Really?
Yeah, that's Titan. That's Titan's design in Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So I'm so used to, like, the look from, like, Final Fantasy 7 and stuff, because, usually when you think Titan, that's usually, like, the kind of design they go with, like, big, burly man and everything. Not like this, like, Hellspawn armor-looking thing.
Okay, honestly, real talk, look at how adorable Carbuncle is. I want this as a pet.
It is. It's adorable.
It looks so cute. Like honestly, I guess another thing I'll point out while we're going through this, the graphics in this game look amazing.
Well, this is Square we're talking about. I mean, even with all of my bitching about, some of Square's decisions when it came to the Fabula Nova Crystallis series and everything, if there's one thing I can say that, Square's really fine-tuned, it is their visuals. I mean, they make some of the most beautiful-looking games out there. I just wish that we had, compelling story and characters to go with those visuals.
Again, like I said, in the uncovered broadcast, the Final Fantasy 15 that they were showing off everything that they've done so far with the game, they've shown off a lot of interesting stuff.
Okay.
I'll probably show you guys after this recording, but what they've shown so far, they've actually grabbed my attention. Like, I'm fully aware. Actually, before I get into that, we're gonna get into the combat feature of this game.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, tutorial fight.
Try your new equipment on for size. Start by pressing the keyboard function on your controller.
What?
Yeah, there's a keyboard button on the PS4 controller, and if you press it, you can actually gain access to your equipment.
Oh, okay.
So we've got two weapons to start off with, a toy sword and a squeaky hammer.
A toy sword and a squeaky hammer, you say?
We're in Undertale here, where all of our weapons are toys until the end.
Okay, so So I'm trying to think. Does each weapon have like their own different strengths and drawbacks?
Yes. Like as I'm sure you just saw, or I'll probably show it off in a little bit again, because I think we're actually gonna come into another horde of monsters up here in just a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, there's Carbuncle. Oh, no more monsters? Okay, never mind. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and talk about it now. With the toy sword, you can do consecutive quick strikes with it, and you can actually combo with it indefinitely.
Okay.
But it obviously doesn't have as much power as the squeaky hammer. Now, the squeaky hammer, it has more power, but you can't really combo with it. You can only do like one strike with it.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Alright, so
you probably maybe use the hammer to maybe break through defensive shells or something.
yeah, pretty much. Now, Carbuncle just jumped in this ring of light. What happens when we jump in?
We die. Well,
Now you're thinking with portals.
You can create your own portals.
Attacking
If at
and
first
defending.
you don't succeed. Wait, what?
Hold down the circle button to deliver continuous strikes. Hold down square to auto-dodge enemy attacks. However, some enemy attacks can't be dodged.
Oh my god, you're telling me we have a Nova Crystallis game that actually has player input?
Holy
Yes.
shit.
It's like, she's...
Oh, disgusting!
It's like, what? Oh my god, Carbuncle, you huge.
I want to hug you. Just don't eat me.
Why am I now thinking of The Last Guardian?
You know what? I kind of see where you're coming through with that, in all honesty.
Tiny human, giant, adorable, fluffy thing. It's the fucking Last Guardian.
you're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
That's why I'm chuckling about it. It's like, yeah, that looks a lot like Last Guardian. You're not exactly off base.
Talk about another game that's gone through development hell.
Anyway, so Carbuncle just gave us some fireworks. Now, these fireworks actually act as bombs in this game.
Okay.
Isn't that already what fireworks are?
Well,
Pretty explosions.
I guess if we want to be technical about it.
There's no technical about it. They're bombs that are pretty.
So what are these things you're collecting? These orange crystals?
I actually forget exactly what it is that they do. I don't even know if they have a particular function as of right now. I might be wrong. If anyone in the comments want to actually point me out on that, that's fine. Anyway, so another bronze plate. What does this do?
What does this button, bronze plate
We about to get Alice in Wonderland? Alice in Wonderland.
What?
Yeah, we turned into a car.
Wait, we
Okay,
turned into the car?
Yeah, you don't see Noctis driving this thing, do you?
Oh, motherfucker.
What the fuck? Why are we going Revolutionary Girl Utana up in here?
Welcome to Twisted Metal.
No, seriously, why are we a car?
Well, we can actually turn back into Noctis whenever we want, so that's actually convenient.
But why did we turn into a car?
I don't know, but it's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Actually, you know what? I think the little crystals act as another form of guide as to show where to go next.
Hey, Carbuncle, get off the table!
Oh, hey,
That
more monsters.
Carbuncle, bad. No dinner
Actually-
for you.
Let's see if we can put these fireworks to use.
Let's blow shit up
Here we go.
with style.
Not much damage, but it's a good range attack. Let's switch back to the sword real quick. Yeah, you see, I'm only dealing about 4 to 5 points of damage per swing.
But you're consistently swinging.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one good thing about the toy sword is you can always constantly swing your weapon and always attack. Now, again, switching back to the squeaky hammer, you see how much damage that does compared to the toy sword.
Bonk.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you.
my head.
But I can tell you this: I already like the combat in this game.
Yeah. A lot more free range than the Final Fantasy 13, let me tell you.
Oh my god, that battle system at 13 was so annoying.
It was.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't played Final Fantasy 13, basically, like, one of the biggest criticisms of that game is the fact that pretty much the entire combat, it's pretty much it's all auto. Like, it's all, like, you literally don't even like select commands or anything. You just click one button and it's all auto battle, even the character that you're controlling. So it kind of begs the question, if battles are just going to be automated anyway with, little to no player input, then why are we having battles to begin with? And I mean, I think that's a pretty sound complaint. And they kept using that combat system, and I think through all 3 of the games. Yeah. So it's like, oh my god, actually having, like, player input. That's like, oh my god, they actually decided to go back to that.
Now, speaking of player input,
like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Well, speaking of player input, though, the thing about the weapons in this game the multiple weapons that you get access to, let me show you guys something that's really useful about this.
Okay.
You see how? Oh, actually, fuck you, Nightmare. Anyway, you see how I'm constantly swinging my sword, right?
Before, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I can instantly switch to my hammer and combo into that.
Oh, okay.
See?
Nice.
So you can come up with all kinds of combinations and stuff depending on whatever weapons you got equipped.
Mm-hmm. And while you're swinging your weapon, you can switch to any other weapon that you have in your arsenal by using the D-pad, and it'll combo into that automatically as long as you keep attacking.
Yeah. Nice.
Square finally remembered that we actually have to play our games.
Yeah, really.
It took them long enough, but damn it, they finally remembered.
Now, see, the weird thing about that, though, is the comboing doesn't feel as fluid when you're switching from your hammer to the sword, but it feels perfectly fine when you go from the sword to the hammer.
The sunlight! It's so bright!
All that gloom.
Yet so pretty.
Oh, there's Carbuncle.
Where?
He's behind the sun. You don't see him?
Well, not the giant bloom in the face.
Yeah, actually,
I kind of can't see right now.
Yeah, actually, let's fix that.
I am blind.
Yeah, let's fix that.
Okay.
Let's use this bronze plate to pull the curtains.
Yeah, stepping on that switch actually speeds up time. Now it's nighttime.
Okay.
So now we're pulling off Sonic Unleashed logic.
Yeah, again, I don't know if they're gonna.
Instead of hourglasses, we're using bronze plates.
Yeah, again, I don't know if they're gonna keep. I don't know if this is a function that's gonna stay throughout the entirety of the development, or if this is specifically meant for the demo. But it's kind of convenient, just so you guys and everyone else in the audience can get a really good look at how good this game looks in terms of lighting and just graphics and everything.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Carbuncle's up there, and he's pretty much guiding us to say, "Hey, go through this other ring of light."
In the what was that? What was that? Like a block castle?
Mm-hmm.
Like enter my mansion. Please step forward into my humble abode, says Carbuncle.
Yeah, really. Anyway, I guess while we're going through the loading screen and while we go through the next area, I want to go ahead and talk about something that they actually brought up during the broadcast of Uncovering Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
They actually talked about throughout the broadcast. They actually also talked about, next to the game that they're going to be releasing in just a few months, they've also got a movie.
Of course, because Square can't fucking control themselves.
They actually previewed the movie, and it actually looks pretty good. Like, they talked about how in the game, everything that you see is going to be in Noctis' point of view. In the movie, it's going to be in his father's point of view. Like, what you play through in the game is actually going through what Noctis is going through. The movie actually takes place in what goes on while Noctis is out there. So you actually get more in depth with the story if you watch the movie and play the game. They've also got a Final Fantasy 15 anime coming out called Brotherhood.
Okay.
Wait, a Final Fantasy 13 anime?
No, 15 anime.
No, but regardless,
okay,
this is another.
Did I say 13?
But regardless, this is another issue that I have with some of the decisions that Square's been making lately, and a lot of it really does stem back to Final Fantasy 13. It's just the fact that they plan so much shit before anything from it even comes out, and there's no guarantee as whether or not it's going to be successful. I mean, before 13 was out, they already planned sequels and all these side games and stuff before the first 13 game even came out. And sure enough, a lot of people did not care for it, and it's like, they kept pumping out all these sequels and shit, and at least from what I recall, like, when you look at, sales records and, review critic scores and stuff, they just seem to be getting, lower and lower as more of these games came out. It just got to that point where you just have to keep asking. It's like, Square, just cut your losses and start fresh. Stop trying to work with something that clearly not a lot of people are all that impressed with. So it's like, okay, you got something, you're finally working on something. I hesitate to say something new because this still takes place in the 13 universe. But regardless,
it clearly...
But even so, I mean, it's like, it's newish enough, so it's like, okay, none of that fallacy and lassie bullshit from 13 that pissed everybody off and everything. No more lightning or hope and snow and all that. So, new world, new characters, new story. Okay, we're finally on something new, and it's like, okay, we have a game, we have an anime, we have a movie. It's like, can't you wait to see if the game is even worth it before you start planning all this extra shit?
Yeah, again, like
you can
I
tell
said,
Danny's salty.
Well, again, like I said, the way they're going at it with the movie is, it's pretty much explaining the story from another point of view as opposed to just one side.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I know there's probably somebody out there that's probably going, well, what about all the Final Fantasy VII stuff? Because, yeah, they were pumping a lot of Final Fantasy VII shit. But you have to remember, by the time Advent Children came out, Final Fantasy VII had been around for a very, very long time. It kind of already proved itself. So that's like, when they started making all these sequels and prequels and everything, it's like, Final Fantasy VII has been around for a while and it already proved itself successful. So it's like, of course, that made sense. That's why it's like, that's just what all I'm asking is, if you want to make some extra stuff for it, fine. But wait to see if it's worth it first. Don't start planning all this extra shit because, yeah, what if this game ends up being a big friggin' steaming pile of shit? What are you going to do then? Because then it's going to come off like it's a waste of time.
Well, like I said, with what they've done so far and what we're seeing actually so far. Oh, hey, we got a new weapon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's look up the Shining Hammer real quick. I think this actually does a considerable amount of damage.
Is it what? Oh, so we got the squeaky hammer. We got a toy sword. What is this? The rubber knife.
Rubber knife.
No, Danny.
Yeah, it's a Shining Hammer.
Danny, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make another sequel, and then they're gonna scrap it and make it into Final Fantasy 16.
Oh no, I've never seen this before.
15. Whoa! What is this? What? Did you just turn into a dragon? Did you turn into a Komodo dragon?
And it apparently deals a lot of damage to these guys.
That's fucking badass.
You know what?
Yes, it is.
I'm okay with this. We're gonna rock the rest of this demo as Dragon Noctis. Look at how much damage I'm doing.
I like the way he's walking too. He's waddling.
Wait.
Like, waddle, 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 waddle.
So, yeah, so it's like, okay, so what's the point of, the wings coming off of his arms?
Evolutionary thing? I mean, dinosaurs used to be birds. Or birds used to be dinosaurs. I mean, fuck.
Alright.
That's a little confusing me. What exactly is this thing? Is it a dragon? Is it a lizard? A crocodile? What?
It's a... What was his name again?
Noctis.
Man Bear Pig?
No. The creature designer, the character designer.
Oh,
Tetsuya Nomura?
Thank you. It's an Nomura design. That's what it is.
Okay.
How observant.
It's actually, I would argue because that was actually a rather restrained for Tetsuya Nomura.
You're right. None of differs.
Tetsuya Nomura. Yeah, way too many goddamn useless details. It's like, just look at his interpretation of Batman and Catwoman and you'll see what I mean about fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, this hammer is much stronger than the other one that I had earlier. Like, Jesus.
And as the title shows, more shiny.
Wait, what just hit me? Something just hit me.
Ow!
You! How dare you?
Oh, it was you, son of a bitch. There you go. Anyway.
I'm gonna kill you. Alright. There you go.
Alright, enough of that. I just want you guys to take this
for
in.
your shit. I was like, what?
It's a little bit hard to see the stars, but you can tell they went overhaul with the graphics here. And like I said, this game looks beautiful right now. Ooh. And this is all still in development. Keep this in mind.
You can see the Big Dipper in HD.
Well, I mean, the fact that it's still in development doesn't mean much. I mean, look at Sonic 06. The demo when that was still in development somehow looked better than the final product.
Hell, even the
what?
E3 trailer they first showed looked a hell of a lot better than the actual game.
Well, it's also not hard to make a trailer look better than the actual game. I mean, it's kind of like food products where what they show in the commercial just somehow looks 10 times better than what they actually serve.
No. You don't understand. It was the all right. Compare like what was it? The one level in Sonic 06 where you're like running on waterfalls or whatever, and you're like wall jumping across like the stone pillars sticking out of them. Compare that in the actual game to the E3 trailer. Holy crap, it's like, even the graphics during that segment, even if it was in the E3 trailer, looked a hell of a lot better than how it looked in the actual game, by a graphical standpoint.
Well, that was like, if I recall correctly, back when, what was it, like, not the last one, but it was like, Aliens Colonial Marines? That, like, I think that was the one that was pissing everybody off, was because it was like, yeah, the trailers and the demo, you know, it seemed like way more complete, but then when the game came out, it was like a considerable downgrade that just pissed everybody off.
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, as Carbuncle just stated, we were coming up to the end of the dream. The place where we feel most safe.
So wait, this whole thing was a dream?
Yeah.
That was stated at the beginning of the demo, Danny.
Okay, are we talking, like, are we operating on Nights into Dreams logic or Eternal Sonata logic?
Good question, actually.
Wait, the main character is in a coma? Oh, no!
Fuck.
It's the Citadel.
Well, actually, yeah, that's the question. Is the main character in a coma, or is the main character being bullied by schoolyard bullies?
Yeah, like...
Well,
yeah,
Carbuncle did say that.
Yeah,
Carbuncle did say that Noctis was knocked out.
Did Noctis, like, lose at a game of hoops?
or Brady, is his father going to miss the big game?
It's your home and all, but is it truly your safe place? Uh-oh! Carbuncle, no!
Carbuncle, why? You ruined the point of my safe place.
Oh, Carbuncle's okay.
Oh.
Just a flesh wound.
Oh, hey, I recognize that guy.
Your darkest dreams. But remember, Noctis.
Meanwhile,
in the world.
Oh my god, it's Eternal Sonata.
You are king.
Oh no.
Not
Well,
afraid.
But that doesn't explain the... Oh my god! It's like,
hey, it's all Noctis.
Look, you didn't see Polka riding a Chopin-shaped motorcycle, okay? So it's like, you know, so why is Noctis turning into a fucking car and a Komodo dragon? And why is he Bishi now?
This is how Noctis really is.
Then...
Oh, whoops. I messed up.
Does he still have his toy... Does he still have Toy Sword and Squeaky Hammer?
Well, he has a sword and a hammer.
a shiny hammer.
Oh no, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I can never dodge this for some reason. Ow. There we go. Broadsword. Oh yeah, the hammer was replaced with the broadsword. And it's really hard to... Actually, I think we're gonna get into something a little bit later that I'm hoping I can trigger. Okay. Someone doesn't want you to wake up. That's why the monster is here. Hit me! There we go.
Come back.
I can't auto dodge when I'm in the middle of an attack. That kind of sucks.
I can dodging and attacking. Pshaw.
Can I seriously not do what I'm supposed to do here?
That doesn't stop people like.
He doesn't dodge. He just takes the hit and heals it like seconds later.
No, just wait till we get to. You know, I'm not gonna say anything else.
We just roll
You'll
it
see.
now.
No!
Russell, bleep it out.
I said no such thing!
Wait,
Bleep it out, Russell.
wait, bleep what out?
I said a really terrible word, and I need you to bleep it out, please. I'm so sorry.
He said the D word.
Wait, I hit the square button. Oh, Carbuncle, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Carbuncle's still alive?
Yeah, Carbuncle's still alive. You saw him earlier.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, but didn't we see him like get like his ass knocked down and everything earlier?
Yeah, and
Like,
he came back. You didn't see it?
before the fight even happened?
Well, yeah, he came back before that fight started. You didn't see it?
No, apparently not.
Yeah.
Because it flashed
Like
to him.
that.
It flashed to him, in the friggin' Chapon coma.
Oh, is that why the thing wasn't activating the way I needed it to? Oh yeah, I guess that explains it. There we go. I couldn't do the proper warp strike that I wanted to do, but yeah, that's warp striking is pretty much the key feature of Noctis. Like, I want to see if I can. I don't think actually. You know what? I don't think I can trigger it anymore.
And we're back to being a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
This is the weirdest puberty ever.
Step on the awakening plate to proceed to the ending. Before we do, I actually want to show something off. I'm not gonna trigger this, but this is just for anyone who's actually playing the demo and is curious about what this is. See this? Yeah, see this plate here? Don't press it.
Yes.
Don't press this plate. If you
What
do,
is
if you press that plate,
That plate looks scary.
if you press that plate, it restarts the entire boss fight again.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Which begs the question: why are they added in there in the first place?
in case you wanted to fight it again.
But,
That's you, Ryan. I'm pretty sure other people who are playing the demo will probably want to redo the boss fight to hone their skills and stuff like that. It's optional. It's for those who want to.
So then, that being said, is this the end of the demo?
Yes. This is the end of the demo. Step on the awakening plate.
I didn't feel like my skills were up to par with this boss. Let me go ahead and try to go through all of that again.
Well, I'm pretty sure you want to restart a boss fight too if you absolutely sucked at it. Like I did. When I played this the first time. Yes, I am one of those people who restarted the boss fight.
Alright, look, here's the thing. Let me tell you this. If for whatever reason, by the off chance, if I ever go back to playing Final Fantasy 13 and, I finally beat Sid Raids, let me tell you one thing, I sure as fuck would not go through that again.
Yes, Ryan, we know how much you hate Sid Reigns.
No, I just don't hate Sid Raids. I'm sure it's safe to say everyone hates Sid Raids in that game.
Anyway.
And for good fucking reasons.
Wait, I remember you now. And this is... Okay, now, here's actually an interesting feature that you can do. You can name your dream guide, quote-unquote, even though we all know it's Carbuncle. You can name it to whatever you want. And if you hold on to that save data from the demo until the game comes out, when you run into Carbuncle again in the real game, it'll be what you named it.
Huh.
Nice.
But we're going to keep it Carbuncle just because I really like the name Carbuncle.
That's really not surprising me, because there's a lot of games these days that have demos that have some kind of feature added to the real game.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, congratulations on completing the Platinum demo. However, Noctis' fragmented dreamscape offers only a mere taste of what's to come. In Final Fantasy XV, you will join a grown-up Noctis and his dependable buddies on a journey across an immersive and expansive world. From all of us in the Final Fantasy XV team, including your favorite little magical guide, we look forward to seeing you again soon.
I think Noctis needs to go to fucking rehab. So clearly, this guy is smoking crack.
Anyway, nice little speechy here. If you like what you played and you want to order Final Fantasy 15 and pre-order the game from the PlayStation Store, you are able to. I'm not going to do that just yet, obviously, but you can purchase the game anytime by selecting Order Final Fantasy 15 from the title screen. And that's the demo.
I'm gonna hold off on Final Fantasy 15, and instead I'm gonna get JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. Oh wait.
Anyway.
But
yeah, that's
Where's Kingdom Hearts 3?
You're getting this first.
Fuck.
Well, something tells me you guys didn't like this.
What? I didn't say anything.
I mean, you guys.
I did. I mean, there were some things that were funny, like the whole.
I guess. I guess.
Well, there's not a whole lot that we can really say. I mean, the demo told us nothing whatsoever about what the basic story is or anything.
To be fair, most demos don't do that. Demos are purely made to give you an idea what the game, how it plays, what it's about, how it looks, all that stuff.
See, I guess maybe that's just me, but that may just be what the demos are now. But I'm thinking back to old demos for Final Fantasy games, like back in the PlayStation 1 era, Final Fantasy 7. When on the demo disc, you play the first. The very beginning of the game, when you're bombing the first reactor. Final Fantasy VIII, if I recall, you're doing the seed exam. You actually are playing sections of the game, but you're getting the same dialogue that is in the final game and everything. They gave you a sense of, okay, this is what you can expect as far as how the story is going to begin. They'll throw in here's your starting characters. Maybe they'll throw in a character that you're going to come into contact in the future. I think in the Final Fantasy VII demo, at least one of the demos, the one that I played, you actually had Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett through the first reactor. And in the Final Fantasy VIII demo, you had Squall, Zell, and Renoa. So it's they did those kinds of features. They give you some summons that you obviously don't have at that point. So I mean, they do kind of like this, where they give you some things to look forward to, but they gave you a sense of this is what the story is going to start as, and this is what the characters are going to be like, and I'm not seeing that here at all. So
because actually, the thing about the Platinum demo, at least I believe this is what I heard from the broadcast. What you see in the Platinum demo isn't what you can expect to see in the main story. What you see in the Platinum demo is, I guess, would I call it a prelude or of things to come? Really, basically, none of what you saw in this Platinum demo is what you're actually going to see in the real game. All of this was just to give you an idea.
Also, in the real game, we're not going to be able to turn into a truck.
Probably not. I don't.
Damn it!
I'm not buying it anymore. Worst game ever.
I mean, like I said, I don't know if the plates that we saw in the demo is actually going to carry over into the actual game. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I don't know if they're going to work the same way that we saw them in the demo.
Right, but regardless, I mean, it's I am glad to see how the combat is like, and I mean, that huge, like I said, huge plus for me. The fact that I actually feel like it looks like you have control, complete control over your combat.
Yeah, it's do. You
thank
do.
Fucking Christ for that.
Yeah, I was going to mention, in terms of how... Apparently, since we've heard that, Final Fantasy 15 takes place in the same universe as Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
But with the way that they've displayed and the way that they've shown, in terms of gameplay, how this stacks up to the Final Fantasy 13 series, much better in terms of combat, in terms of looks. This really feels like a step in the right direction. And this isn't even the main, none of what we played here was actually part of the main game. But the fact that this alone is showing a step in the right direction from the 13 universe, this is a huge plus for me.
Yeah, as far as gameplay goes, yes, massive improvement from 13. Bravo square on that. I just wish that, rather than coming up with okay, here's some random bullshit that we're gonna do just for the demo to show off the gameplay. I really wish that we actually played a section, even if it's not finalized, but play an actual section of what's going to be in the game, just so we can get an idea of story and characters. Because they did that. Yeah, they did that with the older Final Fantasy, so I don't understand why they couldn't do that for this one.
They did. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there was another demo before this one that was released that came along with Final Fantasy Type 0 HD for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. However, those demos were in scarce quantity, and I don't know if you can get those demos anymore unless you buy demo codes off eBay, which sell for a shit ton of money.
So the demos that actually gave us a semblance of the story are scarce compared to this one that's widely available that gave us jack shit.
Like I said, I mean, I would have covered episode Dusque of the Final Fantasy 15 demo, but I didn't feel the need to shell out $40 for a Final Fantasy game that I wasn't interested in just to play a demo of a Final Fantasy game that I am interested in. But if you or anyone else in the audience want to see what I'm talking about, if you look up on YouTube episode Dusque of Final Fantasy 15, you guys will see what I'm talking about. And that episode Dusque, I believe, actually does play a huge chunk of the story. Like I said, there's more to episode Dusque than there is to this one. But like I said, the Platinum demo of Final Fantasy 15 is actually the more refined version of the game, what we can expect to see and the changes that they've made since then.
Right.
So yeah, again, like I said, it's weird. Platinum demo, not much to it, but a lot more refined compared to what they had early in development. Episode Dusque, a lot more to it, but was in heavy beta, which means a lot of things changed since then. So, I mean, it's more of a which would you prefer to experience? Would you prefer to experience what the game has undergone now and just play just a little bit of it? Or experience what the game has gone through then, but play a huge chunk of it. That I believe is a matter of preference, a huge matter of preference. But from what we saw from the Platinum,
you're right.
Yeah, which is why I chose to do the Platinum demo over the episode Dusque demo, just because I felt like we'd get a little bit more out of what we could expect in terms of the development process that went into this, rather than just play a demo that could last us a couple of episodes.
True.
But this was just me hoping to give you guys, and as well as you guys in the audience, an idea of what they've done to the game throughout the years. And like I said, I think this is a huge step in the right direction. And from what I've seen from the broadcast, I'm actually looking really forward to this game. You wouldn't think that I'd be excited for a Final Fantasy game that took place in the 13 universe, although I will be the first to admit, in the minority, I didn't think 13 was that bad of a game. I will admit it had.
And suddenly Russell lost all of his.
I will admit 13 had its problems. I'm not going to say it was the greatest game ever, because it did have its problems. I will admit, but I didn't think it was as bad as people were making it out to be in terms of certain things. Again, other things I will agree with, but other things that people were complaining about that I just didn't see that much of an issue with. But that's just me.
Wait, Danny, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I thought for a second you were having a seizure at what Russell just said.
No. And it's no. I will prove him wrong in time.
But anyway,
I guess,
you guys have any?
Final thoughts.
Yeah, you guys have any closing thoughts? I gave mine. You guys have any closing thoughts for this? What we got to see so far?
Well, I mean, in regards to the Platinum demo, I I wasn't expecting too much, story-wise from it. I mean, for what it is, it did its job well. We got a little glimpse of what the gameplay was supposed to be like, and yes, like what you said, massive improvement compared to Final Fantasy 13 and all of that jazz. And like I said before, I did agree that yes, but as I expected from a game developed by Square Enix, yes, graphics look simply amazing, especially on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, for the Platinum demo, I say it did its job relatively well.
Mm-hmm. Danny?
like I said, of course, yeah, great graphics, and as I've said, massive improvement gameplay-wise. It's just, yeah, when it comes to story and characters, I mean, I guess, yeah, we're obviously we're going to have to wait for the, the full game to come out. And I guess, and even with that, I guess I'm going to have to approach this one with caution. Because, I mean, honestly, I have just not been keeping up with Final Fantasy 15 development all that much. I've been way more excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy 7 remake. So, I mean, it's like, to me, it's like, those are the two that I'm the most excited for. 15, I'm kind of on. I'm glad to see that the combat's improved and everything, so it's like, okay, it at least looks fun to play. I just hope that between, the massive delays and all this work and all this time, I really hope that all of this just does not go to waste. I mean, it's like high hopes, but, low expectations. I'm going to have to be very, very cautious about this one, just, in terms of the story and the characters, because they're not giving us shit.
Yeah, understandable.
Right.
Understandable. I will be I guess I will be the first to say that when this game does officially come out in a few months, assuming I'll still be the only one with the PS4 out of the four of us right now, I'll be the first one to playtest this and tell you guys what. Oh, you have a PS4.
I was gonna say I too have a PlayStation 4 technically out of the four of us, and Danny has one.
I didn't know.
But even so, it's like, yeah, I think out of the four of us, you probably be more around this game compared to me.
Yeah, so, I didn't know.
Also, Russell, chances are pretty soon. Once I move in with my girlfriend, she has a PS4. Does that count for something?
I guess so.
Close enough.
I guess so. Anyway, BJ, your final thoughts?
I guess in terms of a demo, it did its job. Because really, when I play a demo, I really can care less about what the story shows up. All I care about is like how it feels like as a game.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose it did do its job there. I kind of wish it had showed off more mechanics than what it did. So
yeah, again, like two separate demos. One where it showed more. This one showing less, but has more to it in terms of development process and everything. I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, even with what little it had to show, yeah, I feel like it was short, but yeah, it was straight to the point.
I mean, in
regards to the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, I mean that's the natural consensus of demos to begin with, anyway. They're supposed to be short, but you in the end you get an idea of what the game is going to offer in due time. And keep in mind with the graphics and the gameplay, all of which are like look super good and have been improved so much since 13. And this, which isn't even the main story, just to give you an idea. Like, all of this is still in development, and they were managed to pull off this much. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to see what they do by the time the game is actually finished.
Right.
But anyway, I guess that's going to do it for this demo. Thank you guys for joining me, and if you guys have any thoughts that you'd like to share with us in regards to Final Fantasy 15, leave them in the comments below. And if you did like this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let us know that you enjoyed the video and would like to see more stuff like this from us. Anyway, that's gonna do.
Well, if you want to watch more stuff from us, you probably should go watch Spiffy Noodles.
Yeah, well, I'll be sure to plug that.
If you want to see more playthroughs from this handsome devil who played this game, you should like, comment, and subscribe to Spiffy Needle Geeks.
I hate you guys so much. I'll probably put the group channel link in the description below.
Probably. Me have to think about it.
And that being said, we're going to call it for the night, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and as always, we will see you guys in the next video.
Till next time, guys.
Till next time, everyone.